Yo, what is up, guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today, I'm going to give you guys my NBA predictions and my NBA recaps. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. That being said, let's go. All right. So before we get into all of the sports for basketball, I want to say congratulations to Jim Harbaugh for coming to not one of the football teams, one of the greatest football teams in the NFL, the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm so excited. I'm pumped. I can't wait for this season to start. I wish I already started. I know I've been saying this, like I wish the season ended, but if we had Jim Harbaugh this season, like this past season, I'm telling you, I think this team would have made it far. If Brandon Staley got fired from the jump, and if nothing went left and right, if nothing went bad, I'm saying right now, I think the Chargers will be going into the playoffs right now. But I want to say a few things real quick. We all knew this was going to happen. We all speculated of him going back to Chicago, going to the 49ers, going to the Chargers, and going to this. But my main goal was, I knew he was going to the Chargers. Like, we all knew it. Okay, don't come in the comments and be like, no, you didn't. You just found this out yesterday. No, I have insiders. Okay, I know things. I already knew Jim Harbaugh was going to the Chargers. Don't get me wrong. Or don't get me anything like, say anything here and then all of a sudden next year we have a terrible season. I'm going to say this now before anybody says it. The Chargers might have an up and down season like they did with the Broncos. The Broncos had a terrible season first half, and in second half they came back and they did everything they can. I'm not going to sit here and say everything's going to be like that for the Chargers. We never know what can happen. Don't get me wrong. Jim Harbaugh is an amazing coach. Now I'm saying this now to anybody, okay? And you can say I'm wrong, you can say I'm right. I don't care what you guys say, okay? Because there's going to be haters everywhere, okay? And haters don't stop me. I keep going. That's all I'm going to say. All right. And there's going to be a lot of haters out there right now saying, why did he join the Chargers? One of the worst fan bases in the NFL. Okay. Now, here's the thing about that. Everybody has their own different opinions, different thoughts, and everything they want. Okay. Not everyone's going to like the Raiders. Everyone hates the Raiders. The only people that like the Raiders are Raider fans. Not everybody in the NFL is going to love the Raiders. Okay. Same thing as the Broncos. Not everybody likes the Broncos. Only Broncos fans. All right? And there's this thing called bandwagoner fans. Okay? There's this thing called the NFL and NBA called NBA bandwagoners. Okay? They're called NBA bandwagoners. Since Chargers are going to start winning now, hopefully next year, everyone's going to be like, I'm a Chargers fan. I've been a diehard Chargers fan since my whole life. And then all of a sudden now, since we got Jim Harbaugh, everyone's going to be like, oh, I'm a big fan of the Chargers now. No. You're not going to play that card. You're not going to play that card, okay? Here's the thing. I can say I've been a diehard Chargers fan since the Chargers days. Okay, way back in the Chargers days, too. I've been a Chargers fan since Keenan Allen, Mike Williams been on the Chargers. Every other quarterback, I've been a Chargers. Phillip Rivers, I've been a Chargers. And the way we struggled this year and past seasons, this can be like the ice caking of the cherry right now, all right? This could be the cherry on the cake, okay? This can settle everything down. Hopefully Jim Harbaugh can do what he can do. He's bringing in some great coaches, great coaches. I want to say this loud and clear, okay? And here's the thing. I might not know everybody's name in the NFL and NBA, okay? I forgot what this guy's name was though, okay? He worked for the Chargers and he went to the Raiders, okay? The reason why, you might say, why you keep talking about the Raiders this time? The Raiders didn't do nothing to you. And I told you guys you're not going to hear a lot of Raiders from me this year. And I keep talking about them. Anyways, back what I was saying was, he worked for the Chargers. I forgot what he was. I forgot what his position was. He was a coach or not a player, just a coach. He worked for something. He went from the Chargers to the Raiders. And all I want to say is, you suck. I'm terrible. I'm happy you're gone. You are a terrible terrible. Whatever you were, GM, you were making these play sheets for the Chargers, whatever you were a terrible one. Now he's going to the Raiders. All I'm gonna say is, and I'm not gonna sit here and say, I'm not gonna deny it. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm not gonna say good luck with him, because he's a terrible dude. He's a terrible play caller, or whatever that word is called. He cannot name these calls in the sheets for the Chargers. So I'm happy the Chargers got rid of him. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, just look it up. I'm not even lying with you. Look it up. I think it was yesterday or the day after the Raiders started naming their head coach and all that stuff. I'm guessing every other team out there that's not in the playoffs did that. But again, I'm happy that Jim Harbaugh's with the Chargers. And again, this is not going to make me mad. This is not going to piss me off, because again, that's everywhere. You're going to have hate now from the Chargers. Everyone's going to start hating the Chargers because they're such a terrible team. And why did Jim Harbaugh go to the Chargers and this and that? And I swear, man, if the Chargers do so bad next year, bro, I'm going to be like, man, oh my God. But again, man, congratulations to Jim Harbaugh for signing with the Los Angeles Chargers. Hopefully next year we're going to be better than ever. But yeah, man, I can't wait. Yeah, we're going to wait until see what's going to happen next year. All right. But we're going to talk about basketball now. All right, this game here. Did I tune into this game? Absolutely not. Did I see the highlights? Absolutely not. This game was so down boring that whoever went to this game, I bet you they fell asleep, because that's how boring it was. I didn't care about LaMelo Ball. I don't know anybody that is a big fan of LaMelo Ball. If you are, I'm very sorry for you, because LaMelo Ball is not even a good person in the NBA. He's not even a good player in the NBA. Let's just say that right now. There's a lot of other players out there that is an amazing player, and LaMelo Ball is not one of them. Not one of them. He's not even close of being one. So, that's all I'm going to say to you guys. All right? Kate Cunningham. What do I say about this team with Kate Cunningham on it? I mean, bro, at this point, bro, can we just stop playing all these Detroit Pistons games? Please. Just please stop. You're really hurting the Detroit Pistons team. You're really hurting them at this point, because they keep going out here and they lose to teams that are really good or really terrible. And again, here's the thing. I went for Detroit. I don't know. To be honest, I forget sometimes who I go for. I don't care, though, if I won or lost this game, because this game is basically a big fat nothing. It's basically saying, who are you going to get for the NBA championship for the worst two teams in the NBA? And Detroit pulled it out. And that's funny to me, because Charlotte Hornets, I think they're at a 9 win, if I'm correct, something like that, or lower or higher. And they lose to a Detroit team that has 5 wins this season. 5 wins. But yeah, just an shame, boring game. That is all I'm going to say right now. I did not tune into this game. Didn't look at the highlights. Didn't want to. Didn't need to. Okay. So yeah, let's move on. All right, let's talk about this game here. Did I tune into this game? Absolutely not. Did I watch the highlights of this game? Absolutely not. Did I need it to do it? No, I did not. This game was a boring game from the start. This is the same team that Karl-Anthony Towns dropped 62 points and he got benched in the 4th. It is funny to me how these players get benched when they're doing so good or they're getting hot on the court. Hey, I heard this news. I don't know if it's true though that Kyle Kuzma's trying to get out of Washington. Hey, I've said it nonstop this season. Get Kuzma out of Washington, and whatever you do, leave Jordan Poole in Washington. I can't wait until the trade deadline, February 9th. By the way, if anybody's curious of when the deadline is, February 9th. It's going to be a lot of block trades this season. I'm hyped. I can't wait. There's a lot of trades out there between the Lakers, the Knicks, 76ers, Miami, Grizzlies, Rockets, Portland. You know, those kind of teams. And what amazed me was Miami and the Hornets made a trade. The two teams, well, basically one team. One team is so down bad, and the other team is trying to look for their rhythm. It amazes me how the Miami Heat just threw out Kyle Lowry like that, and they brought in a Charlotte Hornets player. And the funny part is, I'll talk about it here in a little bit, actually. But anyways, those are some block trades that just happened, just in case if anybody's curious. There was actually a few trades: Miami, Charlotte, Toronto Knicks. So far, yeah. But again, I can't wait until February 9th for the NBA deadline again. But yeah, man, Kyle Kuzma, I'm happy if you are getting traded, because I've been saying that since this year. So when that trade happens, guess what? I'll be talking about you. Yeah. Again, I didn't tune into this game, didn't look at the highlights of it. This game was okay. It wasn't the best, but yeah. Let's move on. We're going to do these quick so we can move on to the predictions later today. All right, so guess what I just said? Kyle Lowry got out of Miami. Now I think he's playing for the Hornets, or he's looking for a third team. How do I feel about that? First off, I've never liked Kyle Lowry. I've never wanted him on Miami. I don't know who asked for him to go to Miami. Just because he got a ring in 2019 with Kawhi and all the other roster of the Toronto Raptors doesn't mean he's an NBA championship caliber person. He can go into a team and win an NBA championship. It doesn't mean it. No. He got it because of Kyle Lowry. He got it because of Kawhi Leonard. That's it. That's literally it. You can sit here and say, oh no, he did all he can. Bro, this dude went through everything. The last time I heard his name was 2019. That is it. After that, this dude just fell off really hard. Went from Miami. Now he's going to Charlotte, if I'm correct. Or there's a third team out there looking for him. But other than that, no. Did I watch this game? No. Did I look at the highlights of this game? No. I do have a few questions though. Miami, Hemi Buckets, Bam Adebayo. How do you lose to a Grizzlies team with no Ja Morant? Not even no Ja Morant. He's out for the season. You see what I mean? There's teams out here that lose to teams that they actually do need the W from, you know? And it just amazes me how they lose. I want to know, what is the excuse this time? Hemi Buckets didn't play? Bam Adebayo didn't go off? Junior Hawkins didn't go off? Again, Ja Morant is not playing. Ja Morant's out for the season. Miami is so down bad this season. You can't even think about it. They're so down bad. It pisses me off. As a Jimmy Butler fan, as a Hemi Buckets fan, or whatever you want to call it, or Bam Adebayo fan, it hurts me for the Miami Heat to go out here and lose. And don't get me wrong, Junior Hawkins is an amazing, phenomenal player. He might be the youngest star that came to the NBA draft. He's the best player that came out of the NBA draft. He's doing everything he can. Name me another player down in the comments okay, from the NBA draft this season that's doing better than Junior Hawkins, you can't. Because Junior Hawkins is number one. Now, do I think Junior Hawkins can pull Miami Heat all the way to the NBA Finals? Or all the way to the playoffs? Possibly, I think he can. I really think he can. The way that Hemi Buckets needs to play and the way that Bam Adebayo needs to play, then I think those three, I think they can pull the whole roster to the NBA championship. But the way they went out here and lost to a Grizzlies team that basically, the Grizzlies are basically tanking their season, is not an excuse. What is the excuse at this point? It just pisses me off how really bad teams out here, or really good teams, need to get a W out of these bad teams, you know? And it just amazes me. It pisses me off so much. And I think I went for Miami in this one. And guess what? Miami went out here and they tried their best. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. It's okay they didn't lose that bad. But yeah, man, I didn't watch the game, didn't see the highlights. I don't even want to talk about this game. This game pissed me off. All right, let's talk about this game here. This game went to overtime. That amazes me, okay? The Rockets needed to get this win. Don't say no, they don't. They needed this win to tie up with the Lakers. And they lost this game. Against who? Portland Trail Blazers. Lately, Portland's been getting some wins. Now, does it say anything about them? They're going to get their record back up to their losing streak? No. No, their season is long gone. Since they got 10 losses, I was like, nope, not gonna happen. But the Rockets, man, you see what I mean? The Rockets are a joke. I've been telling the Rockets to lose some games, and guess what? I've been right. Now, it doesn't mean I hate the Rockets. I just want them to lose, because the more games they lose, they help the Lakers more out. So, yeah. Don't get me wrong, I like the Rockets teams. I like the young rosters on that team. I like the young players on that team. They're an amazing coaches and amazing players and amazing fan base. But regardless, I need the Rockets to lose. And you know me, when I come up here and I see the Rockets lose, I'm so happy. It doesn't look like it, but I'm so happy the Rockets lost. But yeah, man. Who went off on the game? I'm guessing DeAndre Ayton. This game here, though, was probably, and I know people are going to probably be mad at me of saying this, but guess what? I don't care. This might be one of the best games yesterday. Alright? So, yeah. You gotta take it the way that people say it. And I'm not gonna lie, this game was pretty fun. I'm not even gonna lie. The two teams, that one team's basically tanking their season, and then another team looking into the playoff picture. So, yeah. Alright, let's talk about this game here. First game with Doc Rivers. I know everybody's giving hate out. And again, you just love those hates because you just get better and better. I want to say this really quick. Hey, Doc Rivers, you're doing an amazing job. I know you just got there, but just keep doing what you're doing. Congratulations for signing with the Milwaukee Bucks as a head coach. You deserve it because you're a really good head coach. Just don't listen to these haters because they're just jealous at the end of the day. They're just mad because you're there, they're not. They're behind the screen, or they're watching you on TV is what I might say. And yeah. So, yeah. Let's go out here and let's talk about this game here. The last time these two teams played, the Milwaukee Bucks got blown out. I think the score was 40. No. It was up by 40 points. They got blown out by the last time I saw this game. I didn't look at that game. I just know they did. And the Milwaukee Bucks came out here for revenge. They won. Now, you might say it's not a pretty win. Hey, I said in my other videos, I will take the W. That is it. I wouldn't take out the blowout. I would just take the W. That is it. Okay. Donovan Mitchell has been talking about getting some trades. Hey, we all know that I want that to happen. So, yeah. But Giannis. You know what's funny about this game here? Before the game even started, they were dancing on this court. They were dancing. They were like, yeah, we're happy. We fired our head coach. Now we got a new one. But people don't realize is, I think the Bucks, and I'm not going to sit here and defend the Bucks. I'm just going to sit here and say it loud and clear so everybody knows. I think I think the Bucks, and again, no hate to anybody. I think the Bucks just got in a big trouble. Not only the reason why I think they got in some big trouble is because everybody's known what Doc Rivers has done for the Clippers. Or, sorry, not the Clippers, the Flippers. Everybody knows. Everybody knows what he did for the Boston Celtics. We all know. Does that mean we're going to have a repeat with the Bucks? I hope not. I really hope not. Because if the Bucks go all the way to the NBA Finals and lose, and they keep on losing every year, then yeah, sooner or later they're going to probably fire him. I say they're going to give him this year and they're going to give him next year. That's it. If he does not get the Bucks to the NBA Finals, not NBA Finals. If he goes all the way to the NBA Finals every year with the Bucks, but they get knocked out by another good team, they are going to fire him. I'm going to give him this year and I'm going to give him next year. That third year, they might kick him out. I don't see anything. I don't see them keeping him. So I'm going to give him about 3 years. 3 years max. 3 years max. Okay? If anybody's curious of how many years you might keep him on your team that you like to support with Giannis and Damian Lillard and all the rosters, it's going to be 3 years. Okay? But does this game mean the Bucks are back? I mean, I don't know, man, because the way they were dancing on the court, we don't know yet. You guys go back and you guys tell me, does that look like a team that's happy that they fired their head coach? To me, it does. But you guys comment down below and tell me what it is. But again, this was an amazing game by the Bucks. The Bucks came out here and they handled business, regardless if it's home or away. The Bucks did good. Donovan Mitchell did what he had to do. Darius Garland is out, so we ain't got to talk about that. But if I had to say this game, it'll probably be Giannis or Damian Lillard. But other than that, yeah, this was a team sport right here. This was a team game. All right, talk about this game here. I did tune into this game. I did watch this game. This game was, oh my god. Let me ask you this: the Dallas Mavericks. How are you up by 16 points and you decide to let the game go away? It pisses me off how teams in the NBA have a big lead and they blow it away just like that. Now, Luka Doncic got hurt. I saw the video. It was nasty of him going in there. And then there was some scuffles about Kevin Durant. And they were arguing about this and that. But all I want to say is, man, this was a pretty good game, regardless if the Phoenix Suns or Dallas Mavericks got blown out in this game. I want to know what happened. I want to know what happened after the halftime. What happened after halftime? The Phoenix Suns came out here and they said, you know what? We're going to own this game in Dallas. So guess what they did? They came out and they showed up. They showed out. Now, I'm a Kevin Durant fan. I'm not a Phoenix Suns fan. I'm just a Kevin Durant fan. So it's whatever you guys want to say. Are you mad that you lost? Are you happy you lost? And Kyrie didn't play. Kyrie Irving did not play in this game. As if anybody wanted to know. I want to know what happened, bro, because there was a lot of scuffles in the first quarter, first half, whatever you want to say. It was funny because I saw a video of Kevin Durant pointing his finger like he was saying you did it. But yeah, man, Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic did an amazing show in this game. And we don't got to even talk about Devin Booker. This guy went off and got 40 points. Let me give him a shout out real quick. You know, I don't like Devin Booker, but this is what I do. I give him shout outs. So, yeah. Devin Booker. Congratulations, bro. 46 points. 7 rebounds. Yeah. You did good in this game. You were going off in that third half, bro. Shooting threes left and right. And Luka was trying to guard you, and guess what? Luka kept on falling through that trap. It just, man, the Phoenix Buns go out here and they do a show, and now everybody's saying now they're a scary team. Hey, let's not talk about a scary team for them, okay? They're gonna get knocked out first round. They're just doing this because it's the regular season, and then when it comes towards playoff time, Kevin Durant's gonna want to request a trade. So yeah. And by the way, Kevin Durant, I'm going to keep saying this to you loud and clear, bro. Alright, we all know that you're my favorite player. But I wouldn't call you in a GOAT debate, alright? Wait, I've said this in my other videos. I'm going to keep saying it. You're not in the GOAT debate. Nowhere near the GOAT debate. Just because you won an NBA championship with the Warriors doesn't mean you're going to be in the GOAT debate. Okay? Pointing that out. Let's move on. Let's talk about this game here. This game was boring. Did I tune into this game? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's the thing. I'm not even going to talk about this game a lot because guess what? I didn't tune into it. Didn't look at the highlights. Didn't do any of that. What I can say is I'm happy the Oklahoma City Thunder came out here and blew them out in San Antonio. I can say that now. But this game was boring. Who wanted to watch SGA and Victor? Oh God. I want to watch SGA. I want to watch him. But who wants to watch Victor? I don't want to watch Victor. This dude's a horrible player on the court. What makes you want to what makes you think I'm going to pay my money to watch Victor? Even if you said you want to watch it for free, I want to watch it. I'll be watching another game. Because it's not a fun game. This is not a fun game. We all knew who was going to win. Oklahoma City Thunder. And don't tell me no, they weren't. Hey, I know when Oklahoma City Thunder is going to win. They showed up. They showed out. Alright? So, yeah. I didn't watch this game. Didn't see the highlights. Didn't do any of that. Okay? So, let's move on to the last recap of the day. Alright, let's talk about this game here. Warriors are back from what happened. I'm not going to talk about it, but if you guys know, you guys know. If you don't, look it up. The Warriors came out here and they put up a show. See, why can't we see the Warriors like this? Why can't we? Now, you might say they played against the Hawks. The Hawks are not good. Regardless, if you guys think the Hawks are good or not, they're still a team at the end of the day. With Jonte Murray, Ice Trey, and Quint Capella. But the excuse is there's basically no excuse. They played a very good team, a very young team, and the Warriors came out with a better team. And we all know why they're a better team with Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. I wish I tuned into this game, didn't see the highlights of it. I was watching the Dallas Mavericks game. So, yeah. These are all going to be short talks down here at the bottom because I didn't tune into the 3 games, 4 games, whatever you want to say. So, yeah. Guys, that's my NBA recap for today. I'm going to give you guys my NBA predictions. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what your guys' favorite team is. And tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Alright? So, we got the 76ers Pacers. You know, I'm going to be taking Joel Embiid over Tyrese Halliburton. All right, this is not even going to be a show. This is not going to be a pretty game. I'm going to be taking 76ers on this one. I see them winning. Maybe a blowout, I see. Maybe, just maybe. So, yeah. I forgot to say, there's some teams coming off of a back-to-back. Like the Utah Jazz. Utah is playing against Washington. I've been saying the Utah Jazz has been doing good lately, and then now they're doing bad. I'm still going to be taking the Utah Jazz over the Wizards and Kyle Kuzma because I think Jazz do need this win desperately, I feel like. But if they lose, they lose. But I'm going to be taking Utah Jazz over the Wizards, okay? This is going to be a great game if Miami was in this game. If Miami was good, if they had a good record, if they're in a good spot and they keep playing good, then I would be watching this game. I would be so happy. I would be excited, which I am excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm very excited for this game. I'll be tuning into this game, by the way. I'm going to be going for the Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum, Dinkus Pinkus, and Jaylen Brown over the Miami Heat. Not only because they lost yesterday, I'm just going to go for them. I'm just going for Boston, okay? So, yeah, this will still be a great game regardless if Miami wins or lose. It'll still be a great game, okay? All right, let's talk about this game. Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets, you know how they are. They're up and down. They've been having really bad high scoreboards, and then they just blow it in the third or fourth quarter. So, yeah, I'm going to be taking Minnesota Timberwolves on this one with Ant-Man, Karl-Anthony Towns. Yeah, I'm not going to be tuning into this game or watching the highlights of this game. So, yeah. Let's talk about this game down here. You got the Chicken McNuggets versus the New York Knicks. I'm very excited for this game. You got the two best teams fighting right now. You got East versus West. All right. You got Nikola Jokic, and then you got Jalen Brunson. Me, you know, I'm going to be sticking with my favorite team all time. I'll be talking about them a lot. The New York Knicks with Jalen Brown. Or not Jalen Brown. Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. If you guys want to add OG and a booty, you can, but I'm not going to. So, yeah. But yeah, this will be a great game regardless if win or lose. I'm taking the Knicks. All right, we got this two teams here. Everybody's saying this is a battle of the team because of the NBA playoffs or NBA finals. Kings versus Warriors. Warriors are not doing so good this year, not doing so hot. The Kings, on the other hand, they're not doing so good too. Again, you got two great teams right here fighting it out right now. I'm going to be taking the Golden State Warriors winning this game. So, yeah. All right, last game of the day. You got Anthony Davis going back home to Chicago, Illinois, versus the Chicago Bulls. Again, I want to say this loud and clear. How are you a Green Bay Packers fan if you went or if you were born in Chicago? I don't get it. Make that make sense to me, please. I need to know. You were born and raised in Chicago and you became a Green Bay Packers fan. Now you might say, Green Bay Packers and Chicago fans never get well. They basically don't like each other, if you want to put it like that. Okay? But this will be a great game regardless if the Lakers or Chicago wins this game. I'm going to be going for DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine in the Chicago Bulls. I'm going against the Lakers because you know how they are. They like to lose and then win, then lose, win, win. So it's the same story. Regardless of whatever team wins or lose, I'll still be happy because you got two great teams here. Regardless of where their record is, okay? But guys, that is my NBA recap for this, or for today. If you guys can, comment down below and tell me what teams you think are going to win today, or tell me what teams are going to lose. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Really quick before I do end the video. Again, congratulations to the Chargers and Jim Harbaugh. Everybody out there just is probably mad or starting to hate the NFL because Jim Harbaugh's on the Chargers now, and doesn't mean the Chargers are going to be a scary team next year. We got to wait and find out of what they are going to be. Okay, guys? But yeah, guys, that will be it from me. See you in the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching.